What did I tell ya? What did I tell ya? I told ya. Another episode of Pro Wrestling Potluck will happen. I think I said that. Anyway, it's happening right now, and I'm hosting it. Who am I? Oh my god, I'm Scotland Green. I'm the host of this thing. And what is this thing? This thing's the Pro Wrestling Potluck, the live weekly wrestling mixtape that I host every week, and it is fueled by you, the viewer, in theory. Viewer submissions are what fuels this rocket ship, and my own flights of fancy, and we got a couple flights of fancy tonight. We got a show tonight. Guest tonight, comedian CASEY James Salengo, world-class comedian, podcaster, all that jazz. We will chat at the top of the second hour. What else do we have? Buzz aplenty. Hot matches that people are talking about. Hey, maybe you're talking about them. You're gonna watch tonight's potluck. You're gonna be at work tomorrow, hanging around that water cooler, going, anybody see the potluck last night? I know I'll be there. I'll be there at the water cooler. Free water. How can I say no to that? Chat? How are you, chat? If you're watching this for the first time, this is my advice. Heed my advice. Get in the chat. The chat is where it's at. The chat is where it's at. No other show says that rhyming phrase. Get in the chat. They are, they're smart. They're funny. They're nice. No creeps. And if you're a creep, I'll be mean to you and then you'll disappear. That's what happens. Yeah, so we got a grand show. CASEY James Salengo in the house. And, oh boy, is it time already? Time flies, right? It's already time for the largest frozen mug in the world. And, tonight I'm drinking a very special drink, Dr. Pepper Cherry, which, I don't know. I gotta ask the potluck historian if I've had this one before. The chat. Love the chat. What's everybody drinking? Please let me know. Oh, well, you know what? Let's bring back an old favorite. Let's turn the music down. Everybody tell your family to be quiet. It's time. Potluck ASMR. Oh, shit. I'm spilling it. I'm spilling it. Do you get that, you ASMR creeps? All right, well, hey, it's been established in potluck lore, if I spill a drink, oh boy, I really did, it's good luck. So we're gonna have a good one, because I have a little mess. Didn't get on anything, except me, but I'm not a thing. I'm a human, man. All right. It's not how I thought the show would start. It's 90% of how I thought the show would start. All right, we got the drink. We got everybody drinking. Baron Von Raschy in the house. Got a strawberry Dr. Pepper. Dave in Syracuse drinking water. It's important to hydrate. I got a water as well. Been neglecting my water. Hope you're not. Tangerine Topo Chico from ATL Blood Feast, my buzz plug. Jerry Reiner, former guest. The Lightning Kid himself is drinking sweet tea. Right. Tugboat Facts, mad at my mug. All right. Moroccan mint green tea for Dr. Liam. Very fancy. Damn dog. Alani energy drink. Right, we're doing it. And there you go. Dr. Pepper Cherry. Good. I'm glad I like it because it's fucking everywhere. It's everywhere! I'm gonna have to get a towel. Let's start the show, right? Enough spilled drinks and promises. Let's just do it. Let's start the freaking show. Oh, let me get this ASMR thing off the screen. Oh, boy. Ooh. All right. You at home, we're starting the show. I want everybody to turn their keys at once, because we are starting it just like this.
In the future, everything will be simple. With just a look and a thought, anything can be yours. Looking further. Deeper.
press play. Oh my god, this is all going wrong already! Hey, I did press play. You saw it? Okay. Alright. Alright. Enough. The Curse of Bentley, I refuse to believe it.
Sommelier no more, truly flipping the
Alright, Sydney!
Here in Game Changer Wrestling.
He was in WWE. Someone please tell me about him. I don't watch WWE. But Elliot, my buzz plug, sent me a GIF or a short video and said, "Yo, we gotta watch this on the show." And I said, "Will do." Oh, okay. He was the sommelier for Carmella. And he's got a circus background. Okay, I remember. He's got the same training as Ninja Mac.
Easy night at the office. Matt Cardona did not choose a ham and egger for Sydney's GCW debut.
One of the most athletically gifted wrestlers in Game Changer Wrestling is the opponent of Sydney Akeem.
Acrobat guy.
And Jack Cartwheel, someone who the fans here at the UCC are very familiar with.
All right. So we got Sydney Akeem, former WWE superstar, versus Jack Cartwheel.
Jack Cartwheel telling me when he steps into the ring, when that bell rings.
Ninja Mac was in the Cirque du Soleil. I thought this fellow was in Cirque du Soleil as well. But I could be wrong. What do I know? That's why the chat exists. I just bring it forth. I don't know squat. I learn every week. And then sometimes I forget and I learn again. All right, he was Scripps. I got it. Was he Reggie? Was he Reggie? Was he Reggie and then Scripps?
Hey, Dave.
I think I'm piecing this together.
Where's the cartwheel counter?
We don't have one.
GPW Wrestling.
We're never going to get one.
He was. All right, see, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Theta Scott begged for it. We were outvoted by management. Sorry.
It's Cardona, I think.
I apologize.
It's got to be Cardona.
I mean, Cardona could turn things around.
All right. They fired Reggie.
Anyway, the match about to
Jack Cartwheel. Unfamiliar. Jerry Reiner, unfamiliar with Jack Cartwheel. I think you can guess some of his offense.
Jack Cartwheel in the former's first match here in Game Changer Wrestling. First match.
Sydney was in Cirque du Soleil too.
Wrestling. And you know what they say, Dave?
Look,
never forget
I was
first.
right about these things. I just need some confidence.
Oh,
I was right. And the whole time I was right, I was like, no, I don't think I'm right.
We're seeing a lot of Sydney.
I gotta learn this lesson.
GCW events avoids that shot from Cartwheel.
Super talented,
as well.
but the Fed was a bad fit.
Let me ask you, Dave, first Sydney, someone stepping into this promotion, stepping into this world for the very first time. What does he have to prove, especially
Jack Cartwheel recently on AEW television in a losing effort against...
We've seen him on Ring of Honor
I
television,
I do
Honor
forget.
Club.
Someone please
at this point.
remind
What does
me.
Sydney have to prove against a Jack Cartwheel?
He has to do the same thing that any new wrestler making their way into GCW has to do, and that's score victories, impress people.
One cartwheel. You're keeping count, please. Keep count. I should have installed a cartwheel counter.
That's the way he needs to look at things. Headlock takeover right there from Sydney Akeem.
Looking to make it count here is Sydney. You saw him chomping at the bit during Jack Cartwheel's entrance. So excited.
We do need a cartwheel counter. I'm so upset that I didn't do it.
His feet kipping up out of that head scissors. Back to his feet once again.
Keep the count in the chat and I will put it on the screen.
Very evenly matched up.
A real mirror match in every sense of the word.
And you can tell both of them have done their scouting, their homework, preparing for their
He did 5 before he got into the ring. You're right. But I guess we're counting from the bell ringing.
Sydney, of course, staying on his toes. Former 24/7 champion is used to having to have eyes in the back of his head.
Former 24/7 champion. I love the commentary team legitimizing the worst bell. Bell to bell. Thank you, Tugboat.
Staying on his feet and hands with the cartwheel. Sydney using that second rope for some extra leverage.
Cartwheeled out of it, eh? Does that count? Is someone counting that one?
Folks, if you're enjoying
3
this
cartwheels.
match, don't
all right.
because you might miss it.
Two very fast wrestlers.
That's another cartwheel.
Cartwheel. That wasn't very.
I'm glad I'm not counting. When I do the honey counter, if you've never seen the show, watch the honey counter episodes.
Kenny Cartwheel my
That's
question.
work.
I haven't seen him attempt it as of
It's
yet.
not work on its own, but it's work when I'm doing all the other
From Jack.
stuff.
Sydney up and over, twisting
Sydney.
in midair, ducking the clothesline,
Getting with it.
and spinning
nice.
through with a crossbody variation.
Jack couldn't avoid that one.
There'll be a lot of variation, a version of. A lot of these moves don't have names because they've never been performed before. Cover. And a kick out from Cartwheel.
And Sydney got even more height on his drop kick just now than we saw out of Jack Cartwheel a moment ago.
And I mean, Dave, let me ask you, Sydney as the relative unknown, not to the world
You're
of
right.
professional wrestling,
That's
but
like
to
a,
game-changer wrestling.
I
Does that
wouldn't
give
go
an
as far to say it's a
advantage or
pet peeve
disadvantage
of
in this
mine,
contest?
but I do
Neither.
dislike when opponents are
It's
wearing
two
the same
fantastic
color.
professional wrestlers
You got to
meeting for
make
the
it
first
simple.
time here in
It's
GCW.
everybody's,
It is
it's
on
somebody's
Sydney
first
for a
show.
victory to make an impression
It's somebody's
in his
first
debut.
show, so you
can't
got to
rest on your
really,
success elsewhere.
you know,
Of
put
course, we'll
those
see Jack
aspects into
Cartwheel
it to introduce
tomorrow in
people to
Phoenix. I
the
can't feel
competitors
my
and
face
also pro
against
wrestling.
Man like Darice. Definitely looking for momentum.
Look
And
at
it's
that.
got
I hope someone was
God.
counting that because I wasn't.
Unbelievable athleticism out of both of them. Prepared for one another.
Sip of
without
Dr.
a
Pepper
doubt.
Cherry for the flipping men. Now, how is the sound? Am I loud enough?
I mean, these are video game
Oh, he did
characters.
backflips.
These are not human beings.
We're not
They're
counting
actual
backflips.
human
We're counting
beings that we are
cartwheels.
watching in front of our very eyes right now.
Only the best here in Game Changer Wrestling. And there
Cartwheel.
it
He
is.
can, and he can do it slow motion just like Jack.
He answered my question. Thank you, Sydney Akeem.
Sound is
But
good.
I
Thank
think
you.
He just sort of insulted
Thank
Jack
you. Sometimes I
Cartwheel in the
watch these
process. That's his
shows
thing.
back
That's
to
Jack's
pull
thing.
clips
They
and
say
whatnot, and it's like,
imitation is the sincerest form of
man, my
flattery.
sound is crummy sometimes. There's a whole couple months of this show that I was yelling directly into the mic.
Then Sydney underneath the bottom rope and all the way out to the floor now. And here comes Cartwheel.
80s
the
Baby
second
John
row.
in the house. I thought he was
With an moonsault to the
squashed
floor
as
from
well.
the
Look at
second.
that.
The moon was salted and peppered. A Modelo and a cocktail offered to Jack Cartwheel. He's saying no. I don't drink on the job.
Maybe if
That's a
he's
good question.
victorious
Are we
after the
counting
match,
only Jack's cartwheels?
purchase him a new one.
Hell of a
Take another look.
motivator.
I don't know. We got to think of these rules.
Off the
Oof.
second, down to the hardwood
I love
floor.
when people
Jack
land in
Cartwheel
the
just
chair.
making
And
it
that,
look too
I said this
easy,
before.
and he
Those are
ain't
wedding
done.
chairs. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Great
Just Jack.
impact.
Yes, I agree.
Cover. And a
Two.
kick up from Sydney. You know, I was talking to Jack Cartwheel earlier on this evening, and he was saying that it's a year and change removed from his college graduation. And he had the degree, right? He could have gone into an office job. He could have pursued football professionally.
Why?
There were a lot of avenues for Jack Cartwheel. He decided to be a professional wrestler because he loves it, because he's damn good at it, and because, in his words, it makes him the best version of himself. And that's exactly what we're seeing here.
They probably do a
against
lot
Sydney
of different
Akeem.
stuff
In
in
my
there.
estimation,
You
he
know,
made
if
a
they
wise
rent it out
decision.
to
I would
pro
agree. Very
wrestling.
good pro wrestling.
Like Sydney Akeem feels that way off the Cartwheel dragon screw leg whip. Cover here from Cartwheel. Kick out.
Two.
Creative variation of the dragon screw.
It's all about creativity.
Nick
all about
Wayne beat
ingenuity with
Cartwheel.
both of
Thank
these
you, Dr.
athletes.
Liam.
Cartwheels, Jack.
It's true.
I knew it.
Sydney Akeem,
clutching his leg
80s
right there.
Baby
and that
John
is
knew it.
No doubt wishing that Jack Cartwheel took one of those other routes, took the office job, took the gridiron. Because right now, Jack Cartwheel just taking it to him, showing him what GCW is all about.
Ooh, I know who got hurt on that one.
And Jack now hooking the leg. Sydney gets his shoulder up, though.
Kick out. And Dave, the knees, one of the hardest parts of the body. At home, massage those knees, feel those knees. There is absolutely no give in
The
those
knees are
and
the
Jack
hardest part of
Cartwheel
the
just
body.
set not
What
one,
about the
but
head?
both
What about
of
the
them
skull?
into the gut of Sydney Akeem.
He's back up, staggered into the corner. Taking him on a tour of the corners now. Head first into the top turnbuckle goes Sydney. And Jack chopping away at the chest.
Sydney Akeem in a world of hurt here against Jack Cartwheel, but more than happy to repay the
The
favor.
knees are the ring apron of
Return
the
to Dallas,
legs.
Texas,
And
coming
now
up
we
on
have
June
our
29th.
first
Sydney will
possible
be in action
title
on
of
that
the
event
night. Thank
against
you,
the
Brian.
returning Ninja Mac. Set into the corner, back first right now.
Wants momentum of his own, much like Cartwheel heading into battle against Darice tomorrow. But Sydney, he's not done yet. That flame has not yet been extinguished.
Fighting his way out of the corner, snapmare. Brings Jack to a seated position. Kick right to the spine. And Sydney now all the way to the top rope.
Uh-oh. Whoa, look how high he got on that moonsault.
Cover. But Jack
That was
Cartwheel
high in
able to
slow
kick
motion. That
out.
was like a S.A. Rios Papichulo
Unbelievable impact,
style moonsault.
unbelievable height. We gotta see that again. That was incredible.
Not enough to put him away, though, and earn Sydney the victory.
Look at this.
Look at the height on
In
this.
slow motion, the height
Wow.
and also the precision. You flop through the air. Perfect precision, perfect rotation. And Sydney maybe looking to put him away.
Backflip.
But
Caught.
Jack caught him. Sydney staying on his feet. Kick to the midsection, onto the chest.
Catching Sydney in midair.
Jack one step ahead. All the way across the ring. Into the elbow.
That may have been a fatal error for Sydney. That may have been his undoing, his cartwheel. Perhaps zeroing in on victory here.
As Sydney hung up in the ropes right now. Cartwheel out to the apron. See what he has in mind as he climbs up top.
Bad place to be for Sydney. Caught between a rock and a proverbial hard place.
Oh,
Double stomp to the midsection.
poor Sydney had to
cartwheeling
hold
across
on
the
and
top
hang
rope.
for just a little bit too
But
long.
Sydney gets the shoulder up.
You know, it often goes overlooked because of Cartwheel's incredible high-flying agility, his athleticism. But this man is rock solid. He's only gotten bigger. He's only gotten more cut. With a physique like that, a double foot stomp hurts.
Back to the apron goes Cartwheel.
He did a cartwheel
Sydney trying
on
to
the
get back
ropes.
up, still down
On the
mat.
ropes, the top rope. He
Sydney's in a
cartwheeled
bad
on it.
way here.
But he's back up now. And kicking away on Cartwheel takes away his balance up on the ropes.
Again, this is not just any other show for Sydney Akeem. It never is here in Game Changer Wrestling, but this being his first, this being his statement appearance. Hello, world, I am here. He does not just want a victory against Jack Cartwheel. He needs
Whoa,
a
pulls him up.
victory against Jack Cartwheel.
Greco-Roman knuckle lock to the top rope. Both wrestlers go now.
Look at the balance. Think of the balance.
Whoa!
Finish fly from Sydney.
Another slow motion high flip.
No!
Very close, but Jack gets his shoulder up at the last split second.
Jack Cartwheel survives, and I don't know how the hell he did it.
Talk about the height on the moonsault. What about that Spanish fly?
And again, that is compounded by holding another human being. It's one thing to the moonsault. That's just your own body. That's amazing in and of itself. While holding Jack Cartwheel.
Yeah,
unreal.
what would a
It's unreal.
heel Jack Cartwheel look like?
Exchanging forearms now, both wrestlers back in a standing position.
Forearm
Series from
time.
Jack now.
Jack, no doubt, feeling the effect of that Spanish fly, the landing. Also, the rotation in midair is certain to upset the equilibrium.
Ooh.
Go to the face of Sydney. Pulls him back to the middle of the ring
Now,
now.
hold on, City looking to steal it.
Inside cradle.
No.
Almost
Ooh.
had him.
Wow.
Now, Cartwheel looking to steal it, perhaps. Unorthodox pin, a bridge of sorts here.
This
Still
is a
only
great
two.
first opponent for
Kick right to the chest
old Sydney.
of Sydney. Jack hits the ropes.
Oh my
Oh, it's a
God!
clothesline.
Ah!
Cutter!
Holy shit!
He got him! Sydney Akeem victorious!
Wow.
What a debut in GCW for Sydney.
Sydney Akeem.
That was a crazy finish, and I'm glad it finished there.
With which he hit those rotations.
Look at
this.
that.
Ducking with one, and then another, and then finally.
Damn, that
landing
was
cutter.
perfect.
Sydney
Perfectly
Akeem
timed.
Just makes it look too easy. 1-0 in independent wrestling. 1-0
Crowd's going
in
crazy.
Game changer wrestling.
Wowee.
I think that is a victory deserving of some champagne. We talked about Jack Cartwheel with a post-match outing, a post-match celebration,
A beverage.
if you will.
Wow.
And one to Sydney Akeem, victorious in his GCW debut.
Pop.
Bottom wrist lock, lateral drop into a head scissors by Wrestling 2. Tenru trapped in that head scissors now.
flight of fancy about soda that's going to be popping up in and out of the show. We got a couple flight of fancies going.
For another victory under the watchful eye of Matilda.
We also have some music coming.
Así está bien.
Con 2 años de práctica vas a estar mejor. Ándale, échate un rap. Órale.
K-O-N-N and Konnan.
Oh shit.
Anthony Fox, man. Keeping it alive with a place to be. Mexico City. Mexico City.
I love the water shoes he's wearing. This song's gonna be in my head. I was wearing a little captain's hat now. Wow. Captain Konnan. Look at his buddy. His buddy's there just to hold the boombox. El Capitan and Tennille. Wow. That, look, we are only 15 minutes into the show. And El Capitan Tennille might be it. Well, folks, we're back. We're back in this world. We haven't watched these folks in a long time. Titans del Ring from Chile.
No está de más que les recordemos, señoras y señores, que se están disputando primero, segundo y tercer premio.
Now, tonight's guest, Casey James Salengo, co-hosts a podcast with Courtney Maginnis, his wife, and it's called I Love You, but Your Music Sucks. And they argue about music every week. So there's going to be some music on this show. A little flight of fancy weaving its way through. And you're asking does this have music? Yes. This is the company that has a live band playing people's themes and playing throughout the match. That's my favorite part. I've been waiting for this. This is from 1982. And here is El Hombre Araña's opponent, Dracula, coming out to a live version of the Dark Shadows theme. We hate Dracula. I love their bell. They have like a dinner bell. Spider-Man with Spider-Woman, Spider-Lady.
Ahí está el hombre araña.
Bottomless.
Como si estuviera en su tela, recostado sobre las cuerdas.
Mesh shirt Dracula. Yeah.
Para recibir las instrucciones y permitir la revisión que el reglamento estipula antes de dar comienzo a la lucha.
Referee checking Spider-Man, making sure he doesn't have any foreign objects. Oh, Dracula getting Spider-Man from behind! As the Titans del Ring theme is played. Spider-Man. Ooh, Whoa, what in the world? Dracula, unsafe worker. Oh, knee to the face of Spidey.
Cuerda.
The band is playing Dracula's theme, so you know Dracula is in control right now. He is choking out Spider-Man, biting Spidey. Referee doing what he can, I guess. Yeah, good point. Last time Spider-Man got bit, he got powers. In the center of the ring, Spider-Man hits the ropes. Oh, that's not the Spidey we know. His leg is stuck. Dracula kicking him in the back. It is very Danzig looking with that shirt and the caveman hair.
Un foul se la nota en perjuicio de Drácula.
Spider-Man, he's hanging upside down, but he's not getting a smooch, he's getting a knee. Oh my God, what? Dracula's lost his marbles. Through that man. Dracula, a prick through and through.
9 para la araña, 10, 11, 12.
All right, Spidey back to his feet. Spider-Man theme. He's gonna get energy like Popeye from this.
Excelente la reacción del Hombre Araña.
We missed the action. They gotta show us the singers. Ooh, collision. Dracula grabs Spidey again.
Cuerda. Banquillo.
Spider-Man, jeez! Spider-Man hung up in the ropes again. This time his wrist is caught. He does not know how to exit the ring. Trivia Turner asks, are these deleted scenes from the first movie? Oh my God, now his head is stuck! Spider-Man.
Segundo foul en contra de Drácula.
Está el jurado también aceptando el fallo de la lucha. Segunda amonestación.
La cuenta para los dos.
Wow, Spider-Man knocking down some of these fans. This is wild here in Chile in 1982. Tetons del Rey.
Médicos para evitar mayores consecuencias en el espectador como el Hombre Araña.
The fans are all helping Spider-Man. You can't do this to Spider-Man.
Felizmente, sin mayores consecuencias para el espectador. Pero no es que
yeah, Dracula is doing a lot of snapmares.
Por el contrario, desafía.
Why don't you give him another snapmare, Drac? Spider-Man in control. Somebody tell the band. Yeah, we need... Where's our snapmare counter? Now the band is just kind of doing whatever they want. Oh, powerbomb on Dracula. Spider-Man flipping over.
1, 2, 3.
Your winner! Defeating Dracula! No help from the band.
¿Con cuál araña se queda usted, maestro? Con el luchador. Técnicamente hablando, mejor luchador. Y tú, Natacha, que ya estás muy compenetrada en esto, de la lucha libre. De a poquito. El vasco y la lucha libre. ¿Qué opinas de esta pelea?
Creo que lo mejor estuvo al final. La plancha sensacional del Hombre Araña.
Yeah, that band is high. Rounds. There's rounds in this Dr. Pepper commercial wrestling. What is this, Europe? European rules? Otto Vons booked this Dr. Pepper commercial?
Diet Dr. Pepper. It's the taste you've been looking for.
Orange Crush presents the one-man gang. 6'6", 450 pounds from Halsted Street, Chicago, Illinois, as the big 747 destroys Martin Oliver.
Coming up next on News 11, from the wrestling ring to the record store. That's the latest on Jesse the Body Ventura. We'll have that and more when we come right back.
Cool story about Jesse Ventura, recording artist. Is there anything he can't do?
Is known by thousands as a champion all-star wrestler. Now Jesse may be on his way to becoming a heavyweight in the world of rock and roll. He's recorded an album that's getting some airplay.
Whose breath was not good, Jerry Reiner?
DJ and now all-star
finally dishing the dirt.
Has the story.
Voice is unmistakable.
One-man gang. I can only imagine.
Jesse the Body Ventura. But Jesse, what are you doing, a rock and roll star here in the Twin Cities?
Well, you know what it's like. You know, I've been in rock and roll for a long time now, and it was just a matter of time.
Jesse Ventura, an all-star rocker, we all know. It's there right on the news.
For the song, where did it come from?
The inspiration for the song comes from me. I'll tell you why. Because without a doubt, right now, I am the best built rock and roller in the world. David Lee Roth, eat your heart out, Daddy.
Jesse Ventura has wrestled his way into our living rooms. Now he's going to rock and roll his way into our hearts with his very own 45 LP. It's a photo disc with the picture of Bad Jesse on the vinyl and 2 songs in the grooves, Showdown with Mr. V and the commercially appealing Body Rules. Is Jesse hoping to wrestle his way to the top of the charts?
I don't really care. It's my artistic ability that I'm happy with on the whole thing. It's showing, I think it's showing the people that I'm a multi-talented individual.
He's an artist.
Because my rock record, as I understand it right now, the women are really going wild over it.
Can you blame them?
Not really.
Jesse hit the Twin Cities rock and roll radio circuit to promote the record and to exert his subtle influence on stations to play his songs.
Just send me in the direction of the program director. Is that him running out of the parking lot?
Jesse was born for superstardom. After all, he says, I've been taking my clothes off in front of crowds longer than Prince. But will this champion wrestler give up the ring to sing?
Whatever pays more, I guess.
Jesse has even had an offer to open for a heavy metal band at the Met Center. But he's waiting to see how well the record sells before he decides whether to take his act on the road.
Name the band,
please. At this time at all what's going to happen. All I know is we're excited. We've been working hard on the record, and it's going to be a smash. And Turkey Town got it first.
When's it going to hit the store shelves?
It should be there any day now. Hold your breath, and it'll be there.
Hold your breath, and it will be there.
Phil Jornak, News 11.
And tonight on News 11 at 10 o'clock, you won't want to miss Jesse Ventura and rock star Cyndi Lauper, who team up to create a rock video. That report tonight at 10 here on News 11. If you don't
Our
watch,
top
Jesse's
story,
show up at your
more
back door.
on Jesse the Rocker.
It'll probably sell well.
Yeah, I imagine. Sure, you put him down in the record store and he'll make it sell.
In the future, everything will be simple. With just a look and a thought, anything can be yours. Looking further, deeper, longer, into the buzz.
ファイナルタッグマッチ15分一本勝負を行います。
All right, our second Buzz Bin match of the show. This just in. We are going over our time tonight, folks. I can already feel it. I started 5 minutes after, so there you go. Now, this was sent in by Elliot, ATL Blood Feast, my Buzz plug. He sent this one in. This is the best friends. That's right. There's more than one pair of best friends. And this was Arisa Nakajima, who is on her way to retirement, and Tsukasa Fujimoto. They are the best friends, and they are entering right now. Oh, I still have a little of this.
Fujimoto! Tsukasa!
Yeah, now they're the only best friends. They outlasted those other best friends that aren't friends anymore. Uh-oh, I might have to mute this. This is Team 200 Kilograms, Chihiro, Hashimoto, and you. But let's listen to Drac the Knife. A little more Dracula.
Has sharp teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white. Oh, he sleeps all day long, dear.
I gotta avoid these music, so here's Drac the Knife.
Every night.
From Dracula, who we saw early. There's continuity on this show.
With his teeth, dear. Scarlet billows. They never spread. 'Cause old Count Dracula is so
This
thirsty.
is from Sendai Girls. Look at this. Is their music still going?
A trace of red.
What a nice moment. Yep, it's still going. Bon Jovi still playing, folks. More Drac the Knife.
Lies a body.
I guess I could have done the old favorite, the Frito Twist, but we saw Dracula earlier doing his thing.
Tonight, dear, he'll awaken, sure, and go out to drink his fill in a castle.
All right. So Chihiro Hashimoto has the purple in her hair, and you is the other one. Why you? We have seen them on the show before, I believe. If not this show, our sister show, the Buzz Brunch, Buzz, whatever, the All Buzz show that I haven't done in 6 months. You want to know? I will be right back. Oof. The Parker Fan Club, I did not get tickets yet, but I think I am going. Tonight's guest, CASEY James Salengo, I think we're going to go together. Ooh. So that's you in there doing the splash. on Tsukasa Fujimoto, who I am the least familiar with. The hunky ref calendar. Why not? Why not make a hunky ref calendar? Oh my God. Coming up after this, the guest tonight, comedian CASEY James Salengo. Oof. Yeah, that ref has a deeper V than me. Baron Von Raschy, I appreciate your knowledge. Hashimoto sandwiched between two boots of the best friends. Fujimoto, drop kick to the back, she's down. I'm already booked that same night. I want to see the independent elimination chamber. We talk about this every week. I'd love to see it. I'd love to eventually be a witness in court when it collapses or whatever. But I'm booked that day for Legacy Pro Wrestling, the House of Glory student show. It's going to be rad. Steel cage match in the main event. My first time calling a steel cage match. It's going to be frightening. Be so close to the action. A steel cage put together by students. Is there anything more frightening? Wow. Iwatani. Little do-si-do, switch the partners up, and the 200 kilograms, they love that! But they're taken down with a pair of drop kicks, the best friends standing tall. We're gonna have to watch the Independent Chamber on this show. We talk about it every week for the past month. And I've used the same jokes. I have to. This could be someone's first show and they didn't hear when I made the joke last week or the week before. Tragedy occurred at an independent wrestling show when a chamber structure collapsed. Or, oh my God, get him out of that pod, he's running out of oxygen. It's not a GCW show, I don't know what it is. Arisa Nakajima shooting off Hashimoto. Oh! Shoulder block from Chihiro. Oh! Remarkable Wrestling has the chamber. Ooh, hopping over. Fujimoto helping out her partner. I cannot wait to see this chamber. Oh, the strength of you! The strength of you! Oh my God! Nakajima slowly getting her feet. Here comes you. Misses. Sling blade. Sip of water. How about some water? Some real water. Double drop kicks. Right in the mush of you. Kick to the back. Took too long hitting all them ropes. You saw it coming. Fujimoto ducks clothesline, goes over. Trying for a sunset flip. You sits. Nobody home. Here comes Fujimoto. Boom. Reversal by you. Ooh, Fujimoto hitting a wall, baby. You alone in the ring. Whoa! Steamroll. Ooh, big senton flattening Fujimoto. 2. Chihiro Hashimoto back in. Oh my God. The force. Joshi Bridge barely getting Chihiro Hashimoto off of her. Fujimoto needs to tag out to Arisa Nakajima. Oh, gut wrench. Walking around with her. Jeez. Tossing her. We have definitely seen at least 3 out of 4 of these women before on this show or on the Buzz show. So I remember you, I remember Chihiro Hashimoto, and Arisa Nakajima. Uh-oh. You cannonball! We watch Hashimoto versus Suri. Thank you. Somersault senton hits the mark. Nakajima breaking it up. You going after, not in time. Hunky ref fixing his hair, making sure his part is right.
10分経過、残り5分、残り5分。
Ooh. 2. Dos. Reversal from that impending power bomb. Jeez. Wowee. Team 200 kilograms rules. There's not enough teams like this. A big strong lady team gets her over. Oof. Waistlock on Chihiro. She gets out of it with ease. Forearms from Nakajima. Taking Hashimoto down to both knees now. She's not fighting back. Oh, she's back up. Spears. Arisa Nakajima. Ooh. Nice. Nakajima's still alive. Uh-oh, here comes you. Now both of Team 200 kilograms are there. Ooh. Fujimoto. Tsukasa Fujimoto helping out. Looks like they're trying to isolate Hashimoto. Ooh. She's holding on, trying to get back up. She gets stomped by Tsukasa. Ah, another stomp. It's stuck right in the breadbasket. Two. Dos. Senton, flipping senton. Best friend's getting crushed. Two. Punky ref says two. Ooh, flattened trash compactor style. Damn. All hail Team 200 kilograms. Lot behind those forearms still. Arisa Nakajima, not as much. Oof. Whoa! Grabbed her, snatched her with the waistlock, but Nakajima got out of it, steps up into a power bomb, but head scissors her way out of that. Fujimoto's there. Oh my God, look at this. Dragon suplex. Dumps Hashimoto right on her dome. What is 200 kilograms in pounds? I don't know. Don't know. Oh, double splash on both best friends. 440 pounds. Team 200 kilograms. Look at this! Oh my God, I love it! Hit her! Time limit! Oh my God. What? Time limit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable! That was great. Thank you to ATL Blood Feast for sending this in. I never would have watched it if he didn't send it in. And that's how much of a change people can make in this show. I'm always taking submissions. Follow me on Instagram. DM me some submissions. Don't have your feelings be hurt if I don't use it. or if we've already watched it. But I save everything. Or email me at prowrestlingpotluck@gmail.com. Always taking submissions. Every show is different. This was a under 20-minute match. They definitely could have gone 30. I want to see what's next. That was great. All right, I'm going to put on a We'll Be Back video, and we'll be back with our guest, CASEY James Salengo. We'll be back.
What does everybody want? What does everybody need? What is everybody want? What does everybody need? What does everybody love? What is everybody?
All right, we are back. We are back. Welcome back to the Pro Wrestling Potluck. It's time for our guest. My guest this evening is a world-class comedian. Maybe you'll catch him in your town. He's been on Jimmy Kimmel. He's been on Comedy Central. He's a podcaster. He currently does a podcast called I Love You, But Your Music Sucks, with his wife, the hilarious Courtney Maginnis. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know him, you love him. If you don't know him, make a little room in your heart for my guest tonight, CASEY James Salengo. Are you there? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can see
What do I
you.
do? Can you see me and hear me? Can the people see me?
I think so. I can hear you. People, can you hear
All right.
CASEY?
Listen, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I don't care.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, and it's a goddamn pleasure to be here, Scotland.
Oh,
I was
thank
feeling
you.
nervous beforehand.
And I think you have enough things on you that there's no way to be nervous. You have your neck brace.
I thought. That's what I thought. Well, I got hit by a motorcycle today. This is unrelated to that.
Did you?
Pretty insensitive of you to bring up, but I was pumped. I got hit. It was parked, but it hit me. It fell on me. Here's the deal. I was like, I'm gonna be on Pro Wrestling Potluck. I'm hyped up. Scotland is a cool guy, and he likes cool wrestling. You know, he doesn't like whatever everyone else likes. And I said, I bet all his buddies like that kind of stuff too. But then I looked in my drawer, and all my cool wrestling shirts are dirty. So all I got is the NWO, and I know you hate NWO merch. So I thought, what else does Scotty hate? And that's fake belts.
That's true. I do. I don't hate like those belts as much as I hate like a fan that brings a legitimate replica belt, a legitimate replica to an event. That's more of my pet peeve.
Let me ask you why exactly. You just hate people having fun, or where the hell else are they going to bring it?
Well, here's my thing. A wrestling show is the only place where a belt like that has power. You know what I mean? Everybody has bought into the fact that these belts have meaning and value, and then some jerk in the crowd just wearing one of his own, holding it up, that means nothing. It cheapens everything. The whole experience is cheapened.
So you think the guy in the crowd thinks he has a legitimate claim to the World Heavyweight Championship?
No, but
he knows he didn't wrestle.
I think he feels like a champion.
You don't like that.
I don't.
You don't like people feeling together.
Not unless they earned it.
Yeah, I hear you.
And Casey, how are you today? How is your day going?
It's going all right. Just been ripping and rocking, working. I deliver flowers during the day, so I drive a lot. That's right, folks. Comedy doesn't pay the bills.
What? That is
being
shocking.
on Jimmy Kimmel 6 years ago, don't pay rent. So I got to deliver flowers, and all day, it's everyone who's driving this city is a fucking nightmare. Everyone's so stupid. This is my fault. The first thing I did, I parked my car. I'm always moving in and out. And I always accidentally almost get in a different car because it's like a black Camry. So they all look like that. And I just go whoop usually, but this time there's a guy in it. And I cracked it, and he put his fist up and like got out of the car like, I was like, oh sorry. He's like all confused. I was like, it's not all right. And I just like ran to my car. It's like, oh, all right. So
wow, that could have ended very badly.
Stressful. This guy throws carjacking him. It really
the accidental carjacker, Casey James Salengo.
I was sitting there, just parked the. What if he just gave it to me and I get 2 states away before I realize it's not my car?
That's like something that happened to Mr. Bean.
Anyway, I was parked, and then a guy. It is Mr. Bean. It is here. Sorry, you asked the question. The voices the timing's off, so
yeah,
I'm already uncomfortable with the pacing and conversation.
Yeah, we live so close, but I feel like you're on the space station right now.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for you to get that.
Our internet's bad. Space station. I got it. I think there's a bunch of kitty litter clogged in our router or something.
Oh my god.
Beats me.
Now, you mentioned the Jimmy Kimmel show. You were on it. Do you remember who else was on that episode?
I fucking do. I'll remember
This is what I want to know.
So the day I die is Billy fucking Crystal, okay?
Yes!
And here's what I remember, all right? So it was the night that it was happening, and my beautiful wife, Courtney Maginnis, who does our podcast, was my girlfriend at the time. She planned like a little viewing party here, which is awkward. And it's like none of your friends want to sit there and watch you do this. And they'll have to fake laugh at you. They've heard all these fucking jokes told better,
Yeah.
So that's embarrassing already, but I did that. And then in my hometown of Middleburg, one of the 2 bars put together a little viewing party for everyone to come out because it was the biggest thing ever happened in the town.
Yeah, the town hero.
I was the town hero. Literally last time I visited, a big truck drove by. People were talking about in the streets all day. Everyone's like, did you see how big that truck was? That's how little it goes on here. So the night up, everyone's getting set up, and then they call me, and they're like, we got to bump you till tomorrow. Billy Crystal went long. And I was like, that piece of shit, Billy. I knew he was going to do it. And I didn't really care, but I was just like, ah, it sucks. People are getting together to watch it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And they were like, listen, you can have an open tab on the bar for your parties, whatever. They're like, they gave me the card information, and then they're like, call the bar in your hometown and we'll get them the information. So I call them up, tell them what happens. And they're like, yeah, they said they'll pay for an open bar. They're like, how the hell are they going to do that? I was like, well, they'll just give you the card information. And she goes, honey, this is Middleburg. We don't take cards. So no free booze because they won't get a fucking credit card machine. She acted like it was insane. Like it's 1992. Yeah, it was Billy Crystal. And
so did you have any? Did you talk to Billy Crystal at all?
No, I didn't. But Robert Downey Jr. and the little Spider-Man, the little boy one. What's his name?
Garfield.
No, not Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
No, the newer one. The Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Hiddleston. Anyway,
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Yes, they were next door. And but I don't know if they're taping a different day or something. I kept trying to peek in, but there's a huge bodyguard who didn't really seem to like me, and they didn't really want to interact. I'm sure they would have loved me,
Yeah. They just
hey, little boy Spider-Man, it's you. Tickle them.
Now, Casey, you are a longtime wrestling fan.
Oh,
you are my favorite person to watch wrestling with.
Oh, buddy, you too. This is getting hot.
Yeah. I was wondering. There you go.
God damn.
Now, where does your wrestling fandom start? How did that start for you?
I was thinking last night questions you might ask me. That's how much I've been thinking when I said what if this comes up. And I believe it was, how you never know if like, is this a memory or this is something someone told me and I made it up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I just thought it was a memory. Anyway, it was just my older brother and cousin would watch wrestling, and I'm pretty sure the first thing I remember was Ultimate Warrior running down to the ring, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is awesome!" I was like, "He's so fast, and his tassels were going everywhere."
It's a perfect.
And I was like, "This is awesome." Yeah, he was my favorite immediately. I was like, "He's fucking rad." And then I saw Sid, and he was my favorite, and then finally Undertaker. I like big, meaty boys.
Yeah. Sid. We talked about Sid recently, and it's like.
So after that,
I want more Sid on this show.
I love Sid so it's just he's perfect. I said this, and there's no way to not say it weird. I said if I could build a man in a lab, not for sex stuff, just to fight people, or if someone's like, hey, make what you think looks like a perfect man.
Yeah.
And I say I'm not gonna fuck it, and they say, yeah, no, you're not. It's fine. It would look like Sid because he just looks so cool and big and scary, and out of his curly hair.
In jeans with no shirt.
Yes. Oh my god, I don't know what it is like. That's what I would want to look like. It's like ridiculous. It's like funny but cool. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Yeah, he's all
so
in on his look,
and he's great. Yeah, I love them. This is what I think about a lot when they talk about like, trying to watch wrestling like not a wrestling fan. I feel like this is how WWE did a lot of their booking for a long time, obviously. Yeah. And it was like, I remember when I was a kid, those were like, Sid was the guy. I didn't care if he was good at wrestling. Ultimate Warrior was running fast. And then I remembered I watched SmackDown with my family and they hated it. They hate wrestling. They hate me. And the only person they liked was Otis. This was like years ago before he was even big. They're like, that guy's awesome. Just because he was like funny and interesting.
Yeah, so, he's got a good look.
Yeah, he's a hell of a guy. So I'd watch it. We didn't get cable till like 6th grade, so I didn't get to watch it very much. And I'd only get to watch Raw if my mom fell asleep early, So then I could watch Raw, but it was only occasionally. And when she would catch me, she'd be mad, and it was only because I was watching TV, even though the content was horrific. It was just like it was like full blown pornography almost.
Oh yeah.
Fucking stop using the goddamn TV. It was wild stuff, but yeah, I was just obsessed with it. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone has that thing. My brother went comic books and I went wrestling. So
yeah, I've done both. I was a comic book person first as a child, and then I got into wrestling around like 12 or whatnot. Maybe a little before. I was a VHS person, and then I got into Raw around 12.
Hell yeah, got into Raw around 12.
Yeah,
like Anthony Kiedis, baby. What was I gonna say? So you don't have any siblings, correct?
I have a sister. I have an older sister.
Older sister. Did she like introduce you to stuff? Like, did
she
you think what
introduced
she
me
liked
to
was
music.
cool?
That's like that's where I got all of my musical taste as a teenager and stuff from my sister. Had mixtapes that her cool friends made and stuff like that, and yeah, that's how I know about good music. And
yeah.
And she knows about wrestling through me. She would go to wrestling shows with us when we were teenagers. She's 3 years older than me, so she would go. She sometimes watches this show. She's been in the chat a few times.
Really?
Yeah. It's awesome.
I'd love to meet her.
You might have.
What's her name?
Actually, I don't know. Amy. I think when you did your Comedy Central taping in New Orleans, I think she was there.
Maybe yes, I remember.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
They're like, Amy, how about the next one? Let's go out of left field.
Yeah. She gets a
fun.
normal name, and I get a name that sounds like I should be in the pro wrestling sphere.
You're really, Who's something that sounds like a paint color? You know, there's a lot of things.
And people ask me, like in wrestling, they're like, what's your shoot name? It's like, this is it, baby. I ain't got no working name.
It's pretty fucking cool, man. I remember I went to a school with a kid briefly named DJ Hazard, and I was like, holy shit.
Wow.
That is the coolest shit I've ever heard.
That's a great
I don't know
name.
what happened. That's insane that you just land on that.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
First of all, the last name Hazard is pretty cool.
Doesn't
and
really matter
then
what you put
DJ
in front of
Hazard. DJ Hazard is somebody who would be on Velocity in 2003.
It does. That's like a Tekken character. There's also a kid named Richard Sniffin, and they didn't think that one through. That kid had a tough life. Dick Sniffin, folks, if you didn't get it.
Sniffing
Was the last. It's a horrible name. They gotta stop it.
My fiance has a list of funny names that she hears in life, and one that I can't get over is Dick Wimpy.
Dick Wimpy?
Yes.
No.
I can't get over it.
That's a real name she found?
She came across, yeah.
Where's she? In the graveyard, or what is she doing?
I don't
stealing
remember
people's insurance?
I don't remember the origin, but you see these names anywhere, you know.
Yeah.
Write them down.
Yeah. When I deliver flowers to two sisters. Their last name is Horitsky, and it's spelled like horror.
Wow.
And I'm like, that's tough. Yeah, horror and Polish. That's not great.
Yeah, not a good high school time for those sisters with that name. Now, Casey, I want to talk about your podcast.
Hell yeah.
I love you, but your music sucks. I love the pod, you know that. And you do it
Thanks,
with
buddy.
Courtney, your wife, and and it's like, I'm gonna explain it, but you probably could do a better, the elevator pitch.
You probably could.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, you each pick a musician every week that have something to do with each other, kind of. You know, there's like a similar thing, and then you argue about it, and you usually go the classic rock route, and Courtney usually goes like the club bangers or the R&B songs.
Yeah,
And,
whatever people have sex listen to. That's what she's got on.
You listen to crying in the truck music.
Yes, just a man alone in a shed wondering what went wrong. But yeah, it is a lot of fun. And we both are very passionate about her music. And she fucking hates every band. Here's the thing, the conceit's level, because I like a lot of music she brings up, but she despises any sound. If she hears a horn, it's off. You know, like what the horns are off the table. Jeez Louise. And it's just everything I love. But here's the thing, I don't think I have good taste in music. And I'm willing to admit that. I don't have great taste in a lot of things. I like what I like.
I don't think you like crummy
but I will
music,
defend
though.
it that it's fun.
Yeah.
No, but I like music to make me feel good. I don't want it to give me like like a vast array of emotions. You know what I'm saying? Some
yes.
people, especially a lot of white guys listen to sludgy, sad music, and I'm just like, God, I can't. I just started bumming me out. I watch movies if I want to get sad, but music, I like to have a good time, bop around, and there's something about classic rock that you ever have like you can't tell if something's just a bit that's gone on too long. Like, I remember as a kid, I liked this music, but I just thought all the men were so funny looking, and all the pictures of them, like, with their fucking mustaches down to their chins and their flowing shirt, I just loved, and everything they were talking about was hilarious. And I can't tell if I just like Stockholm syndrome myself.
Yeah,
But
it's all you knew for so long.
Yeah, but I love it. I can't. This week's episode, we're doing a dick injuries. That's the combination. We never said what the combination was. That's why I wanted you to explain it, because that's a different angle. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm doing Three Dog Night. She's doing Usher. Find out. There's a story about Three Dog Night, because a lot of people might be, well, why'd you pick Three Dog Night? There's a story about Three Dog Night that is the reason I wanted to start the podcast. I heard this story when I was a boy, and I was like, it's never left me, and this is the whole reason I want to do it. And I'm not going to say it now.
No,
listen
save
to the
it for
podcast,
the
you'll
podcast.
figure it out.
I love you,
it's
but
a humdinger.
your music sucks.
Yes.
Yes, and that's like my favorite part is when you guys get off topic, because sometimes you'll go 20 minutes before you actually get into the advertised episode, and I love it. And also sometimes you guys are arguing so much, I'm like, why are mommy and daddy fighting?
Oh, that's so lit. I've worried if it's gotten to that point where it's like uncomfortable for the listener, because it is funny. A lot of the times, when I get home at night, I've just been worried. I get like a little chatty, and Courtney doesn't want to hear it, And it's like, I don't know. When am I supposed to talk? She's like, shh. I'm like, I'm trying to tell you, and I'm like, I get annoying. I get it. I'm trying to text her about stuff. I saw a dog, it's not fun. But she's like, I'm working, and I get it. But this is the only time I feel like I can just say whatever the hell I want, and she can't get actually mad because we're recording. So
yeah.
Like,
it's a lot of like fun comedy mad with an undertone.
There's truth in comedy. You gotta have some truth in comedy, bro.
I love it. And
but it's fun. It's not we like, that's just kind of our standard mode. They're yelling at me and me meagerly defending myself. So it's not uncomfortable for us. We love it. And I also like, readily, I don't work with people comedically well, because like now I either talk over someone the whole time or I just like close up because I get nervous. Either way, it's me being nervous. But I think we have got like a good flow. It's not just because, we share our lives together.
Yeah,
Richard.
I mean, you guys are a good team, so it comes through in that.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. Now, we're going to talk about, I know you and I once had, and we're not going to do this here, but maybe sometime in the future,
God.
you and I one time had a Name That Tune off on a car ride from, I think, Albany, when we saw like a NXT show. And we,
that was
all
fun.
the way back here, we had a, we were neck and neck on Name That Tune. But you also know a lot of lyrics.
Ooh, this is
Of
I
these
do.
songs, and your specificity. No, that's not it. You know the WWE stuff.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But so we're gonna quiz you a little bit.
Really? All right. This is exciting.
I'm gonna read it. And then you're gonna.
Okay.
We'll do it two different ways. One, I'll just
You want me
start
to
reading
finish
the
it?
song. Yeah. You can first.
Yeah.
I'll start it from the beginning, and you can just tell me what it is, and
All
then
right.
I'll leave a part out, and you can fill it in. I'll start with the easy one. We'll start easy. We'll get more difficult. I only have a few. But yeah, I had
right,
I had some folks submit stuff too without realizing it.
damn it.
I just put it up on Instagram stories. You know, I just said, what are the best and worst wrestling themes
Hell
with
yeah.
lyrics, just so I had something to play from. So now I will read one of these.
I also can't see the comments. I don't know how to do that. So if anybody wants to say anything in there, go for it.
Yeah, and if somebody in the comments wants to suggest a song, I have a few saved, but we'll see how this goes. All right, here's the first one. It's an easy one to identify.
All right.
But then you gotta finish the lyric. All right, you identify it. I think I'm cute.
I know I'm sexy. I got the blues. Let drive the girls out. I got the moves. They really move them. I send chills up and down their spines. I'm just a sexy boy.
There you go. I didn't
Can I tell you
need
a
to
funny
do
story
anything else.
About Shawn Michaels today?
Please,
So,
tell me
while
a story.
while I'm delivering flowers, I look like a coal miner. That's fun. Just a different angle. I go to a bunch of places to ask use the bathroom because I drink a lot of water, and 4 to 5 places say no because they're monsters.
You got to go to grocery.
I'll go in
stores.
restaurants. It's insane to go to the bathroom at a grocery store. This man who doesn't speak whatever language you speak, he doesn't speak it. He leads you through this like labyrinth, and you have to like carry a lantern up this haunted stairwell to get to. I went to one today. It was a stairwell. I couldn't get up, and I was like, I think I was in somebody's house or something. And then I'll go in a restaurant with nobody in it, and they won't let me use the fucking bathroom. Anyway, I went to this one restaurant. They're like, all right, fine. And the bathroom was in the kitchen. I went in, and I couldn't tell if it was like locked or whatever. So I knocked a few times, couldn't hear anything. And then finally, one of the cooks goes like, "Oh, someone in there." So I'm standing there waiting, and then for some reason, the cook out of nowhere like bangs on the door like that. And I was like, "What the hell?" And then he scattered away. And then the lady came out and stared at me, and I was like, "Oh." And she was wearing a Shawn Michaels shirt, and I was like, "Hey, Shawn Michaels, Heartbreak Kid." She was like, "Yeah." It saved me a little bit. But goddamn.
It brought her rage down just a frog's hair.
Just a touch.
Well, Casey, finish this one. If you ever take a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia.
If you ever take a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia, you better sign respect along order. You'll serve hard time. You'll be serving hard time. You know the big boss man will make you walk the line. You better watch out, boy. You'll be serving hard times.
Yes.
I love that one.
I love that. I don't have to say anything. I'm saying 3 words, and I'm like lighting a fuse.
If I was taught everything through song, I could be the smartest man alive. I don't. If there's a way, if there's some kind of, I don't know. I remember every word to songs all the time. I don't know my social security number. I don't know my mom's name. You know, it's hard.
I'm like, I never know the words to songs. And
Really?
I never know what songs are about. Like in like non-wrestling songs, like as well. Like I'll be like, oh man, this is a good song. People are like, oh, this song's about having an eating disorder. It's like, oh no, I loved it. In my head, I thought it was about the Triumph or something.
Those people don't know. It's about whatever you want it to be about. That was my favorite part about the Beatles documentary, was that there was some guy that came to John Lennon's house, like, you're a prophet. This guy was like filthy or whatever. I don't know. John Lennon's like, we just kind of write gibberish, man. It doesn't mean anything. And the guy's like, oh God. Like he gets
yeah.
OGM football? What does that mean? That means fucking nothing. They're just like, that sounds pretty good, you know?
Yeah, we're on drugs, mate.
Yeah, I'm on a lot of drugs. I don't know where I'm at.
All right, I'm gonna find you another one.
All right, don't make it too hard. I'm gonna be embarrassed.
Well, you know, we got to get harder at some point.
That's nothing. Come on.
All right. Casey, I hear voices in my head.
I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They come from me. They understand. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have the voice that has the answer. Hate to love and love to hate. I have the voice that has the knowledge and the power to rule your fate. All right, Randy Orton.
I have a voice that is my savior, hates
Oh,
to
fuck.
love and loves to hate. I have
Oh,
the
yeah.
voice that has the knowledge and the power to rule your fate.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Pretty wild.
All right.
That's what
how
you think
about,
when you think Randy Orton.
Do you know any WCW?
I might.
How about this one?
Play sure.
American males. American
God.
males.
All right.
American males.
It's the American males. American males. Scotty Riggs. Buff Bagwell, correct?
Yep.
Couple
Marcus,
of beefcakes.
Marcus
those boys.
Bagwell.
Beefy
And
boys.
the American males are reunited on Cameo, doing shirtless cameos together as 60-year-old men. We watched one of the cameos on this show a few weeks ago. It was very disturbing.
Really? How much? How much was it?
It was surprisingly low, whatever it was. I don't remember now. Somebody in
And
the
they have to
chat might remember, but
they have to split that too.
yeah, I think they split it and then give it to DDP, who's housing them both
Oh my
currently, I
God.
believe.
Do you think DDP is like, it's like everyone thinks he's altruistic helping these people, but he's like running a work camp?
Yeah, he's doing like
all these fucking wrestlers. They're the ones making all the Timu stuff.
Yeah. You have lost your life to drugs. Come live with me, and I will force you to be on social media and be a fool and make money, and it all goes to this house. It will pay your rent, brother.
I couldn't handle. He's a great guy, but I'd be like, Dallas, shut the fuck up, all right? You're dumb. Listen, you're very motivated, great guy.
Yes.
But you're stupid, and I don't want to hear you talk anymore.
I love DDP. Obviously, he's a hero, but he also seems like he's a little much.
He just
I'll
says
say
bro
that.
too much. He has the wraparound glass. Like, he's a great guy, but yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to hang out with him.
The chat says that they're packing up the DDP yoga DVDs, sending them out. That's their
God
job.
bless.
All right, here's one.
All right.
And I'm gonna, if you don't know these lyrics later, I'm gonna have to read them because they're great. This was sent to me. Here's the beginning. Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy. And I never knew it was maybe some ham. I don't know what the second part is.
All right,
but
well, I'll sing it, or I'll say it. I won't sing it.
Thank you.
Biscuits and gravy made me a man.
Oh,
biscuits and gravy made me all that I am. Ain't no ham and egger, something you've always been.
Hey, now, watch it. You watch your fucking mouth.
And then the refrain is, don't go threatening, don't you go messing with me. Better close your eyes, because something is coming you shouldn't see. This sounds like Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, is it biscuits and gravy? You're not supposed to see it?
This gets real scary. And now here's the second verse. This is the fun part. This is what was sent in. I believe Elliot, ATL Bloodfeast, sent this one in.
Can't wait.
Biscuits and gravy, you fit for a king. Oh,
Yes.
Biscuits and gravy, simple and clean. But you stepped on my gravy. Now I gotta get mean.
You stepped on my gravy? What the
You
fuck is
stepped
that?
on my gravy.
Now, was the gravy, was it on the biscuit already?
Yeah.
Was it on a plate? Was this biscuit on the floor, or was this man walking on the
look,
table?
I stepped on your gravy because it was on the floor, man.
Buddy, you're mad at me.
I'm mad at Festus or Jesse. You can't be mad at Festus.
You can't. He had a pill problem. That was it. Remember?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was the explanation for his behavior.
Yeah. I've known a lot of people with pill problems, and I tell you what, you ring a bell, they don't beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah.
I wish.
Especially because, like, if that was true, then you would ring a bell and the entire 90s locker room would be beating the shit out of each other.
The place would just crumble.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Don't ring any more bells.
Destroy an arena with the power of filled up muscle heads.
Oh, my God. I love, but yeah, the words. This is what I don't know if it's Jim Johnston or what.
I think it is.
The one that really makes me mad is the Big Show. It's like, you won't see it coming. You'll never know. You won't see it coming, but I promise you'll know. He says you won't. He says you'll never know. And then a line later, he says, I promise you'll know.
Yeah,
Like, Jim,
here it is right here from
light editing.
Genius.com. Genius.com is where I'm getting these song lyrics. The pre-chorus. Well, it's the Big Show. Yes, it's a big bad show tonight, y'all. Yeah, it's the Big Show. Come on, crank it up and drown out all the lights, y'all. And then here's the chorus. Well, get ready for something that you'll never know.
You'll never know.
You won't see it coming, but I promise you'll
know when
The
it's the
Big
Big
Show.
Show. What the fuck does that mean?
That's a
That
weird
is-
one.
That is ridiculous. I told you about how when I had my toy federations, I had a fucked up looking Big Show, and I named it. I made a Big Show's brother, Art Show, and he would like fuck up all his matches, right? And like Big Show would beat the shit out of him, but he was trying his best. Everyone loved Art Show. It was kind of like an Otis Chad Gable situation, where people wanted Art to turn on Big.
Hey, Jerry Reiner in the chat just says he was wrestling in the 90s and early 2000s. He says, we used to shake a pill bottle in the locker room and it was like meerkats.
Oh my God, that's that's so funny. That's
Oh,
great.
that is wonderful.
The 90s were a time.
Yeah, and if you lived through it, you walked through fire, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think it was maybe the peak of everything bad in society, like coming to a head. I feel like it was uniquely kind of shitty in ways that people don't understand. But maybe it's a conversation for another
And
day.
if you rewatch, I'm not even talking about wrestling, but if you rewatch a lot of 90s TV, it's so mean.
So mean.
Just
so
straight up
women
mean.
are just like trash, anything. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah.
Yeah, because in the 80s, it was like, the 80s also, movies and stuff weren't very nice to women. But in the 90s, they were just straight up gross and mean about it.
I think this is what happened. This is my theory with music, is that it's like Coke music or heroin music, The 80s was Coke, so everyone's like, the movies are fun, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
In the 90s, everyone starts doing heroin. Fucking Alice in Chains. Do it for Alice in Chains, man. You remember who said that?
Who said that?
Eric Bischoff said that to Six Pac when they had that NWO pay-per-view and they took over. He's like, come on, do it for Alice in Chains. It was so fucking humiliating.
Oh my God, I have no memory of that.
We watched it together. It was a long time ago,
Oh
but
my
I remember
God.
it was burned. I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, so that's when everyone started doing heroin. So the movies, the culture, everything just got like a little sadder and bleaker.
Yeah.
And
that tracks.
just sludgy.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to see if I have another song.
Oh boy.
I might not. That might be it.
Come on, how about your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. Sing it. Use a franchise, and I'm shining now.
I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna get one from the chat.
Let's do it.
Let's see what was what people said. Okay, let me find this one. This is one that I don't know. This is the period that I was out of wrestling.
And who got you back in, Scotty?
Who got me back in? I want to say, when I was in college, I kind of just stopped watching. It was after WCW and ECW were gone. It wasn't as fun. And I would check in every now and again, see who's dying and stuff. And I think it was after Eddie Guerrero died, I tuned back in and was watching. 2005-ish is when I got back in.
Oh. All right. Well, I always thought I got you back in when we started watching together. And I've told everybody that. So my apologies. I do remember that Eddie Guerrero show was my buddy. I was staying at my buddy Sean's house at the time. It was a weird situation. He would just leave and I'd like hang out with his parents. But anyway, we were sitting there watching Raw and it was this Eddie Guerrero tribute. And like his mom was there before. She's like, I'm going to make chicken wings for everybody. And she goes and she comes back and we're just like both like sobbing, trying to hide it from each other, and she's like, "All right." And the whole show, we're just eating chicken wings, like trying to pretend like we're not crying to each other, just covered in sauce and snot and tears. It was it was a brutal show.
Wow. Yes, those I mean, it's such a weird thing, but WWE used to have to do a lot of wrestler death shows, and you know, it's a good thing that they haven't had to do them, really. I mean, I guess they did one, I guess 2 years ago for Bray Wyatt, but
yeah, they didn't even. I don't remember that one. Was that like fully Bray Wyatt themed, like they used to do?
I don't
like
remember.
Like the Chris Benoit one, you probably can't see anywhere, where it was like an empty arena or something.
Yeah. I don't know if it was an empty arena, but I feel like it was one of the ones where they just had fun matches and not a lot of bad vibes. You know, bad vibes from the heels and whatnot. Okay, I have a song now, and I'm just gonna say it, and you're gonna guess what the song is and/or finish it. Just look at me. Yeah.
Just look at me. Yeah, that's the con man, Rob Conway. Is that right?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. I've wasted my life. I don't remember the rest of it. I remember just look at me. That's when everybody had to have a thing they said before.
Oh, before
like
the song
Hardcore High was
started?
like, "How do you like me now?"
Yeah,
I loved it.
I've talked about this on the show before, but there was a brief period where Jeff Jarrett was in WWF again, and he had a little theme song, and before the song started, he said, "There's all the other superstars, then there's me."
Oh, I love it so much. It's great. And I love Rob Conway too. Honestly, every member of La Resistance I thought was going to be a major player. And I was dead wrong. What happened to Rene Dupree? He was like 19. Now he's one of these fucking podcast hacks talking shit about AEW. He's got to only be. How old is he now? He's probably like 35. I don't know.
Yeah. He's like, well.
Actually, no. I was a child, so yeah, I'm 37. So never mind. But they were grooming him to be like a big star. He beat The Undertaker once, I remember. By a count out, but it counted.
Yeah, I see. That's not my time. It's like I have filled in some of the gaps in that time, but some people I never really watched. I never really watched Rob Conway at all. La Resistance is something I've heard of, but
yeah.
Who knows?
It was a
maybe
very weird
make
angle.
Its way on the show. Maybe we'll watch.
Maybe it will. It was my wrestling was centered around how little friends I had. I feel like it's like that for a lot of people. So we moved around a lot. So I feel the years where like I was at a new school, I feel like La Resistance was a new school year, and that's why that was like all I had was wrestling. So I was watching religiously because I didn't have anyone to talk to. And that was like the SmackDown 6. That was another time like that, and that was actually fun.
Yes, that's a good time. That's something that
GTA Vice City came out. That was that whole era of my life. I didn't need friends. It was awesome.
Oh, I have one more song, and then I'm going to let you go.
All right, this has been a pleasure.
Yes, this has been great. All right, I'm gonna cut the intro because you'll know it there. Here's verse 1. I turn up the trouble till it gets real loud. I feel so much better that way. All right. Gonna mess with your mind because I know that I can.
I know this one.
Gonna see how much I can F with today. Yeah.
Now
is it?
Yeah.
It says it's F star star star. So I guess it's just muted in the song. I don't know this song. Sure. I'm sure I've heard it, but this is someone that I have avoided. Gonna stir up the S like it just won't quit. Well, B, you'll get used to my rubbing your nose in it. Step a little closer, close to my fire. Trouble's my drug, takes me higher and higher. Do you know this one yet?
Can I ask a couple questions maybe?
Yes.
Because I feel like I knew the first line. Is it a male, female,
it's a
or
man. It's a man.
It's a man. All right. This sounded like
See if the chat knows it too. Oh man. I'll continue.
Can you? Do you know? Can you sing it to the tune?
I can't.
All right. All right.
And I can't play it so you can hear it. Otherwise,
Sure.
we would have just been doing this.
All right. So it's a man and
It's a man.
WWE primarily or
Yes.
with this song.
Brian in the chat knows it.
Can you give me a time span, like a 5-year width of
Um,
when this one?
I want to say early 2000s. You know,
Turn up the treble.
2006 to 2008, 2010, something like
Is it Shannon Moore?
that. No,
Give me all right. Initials. I know it. It's my last.
MK.
Matt
No.
Creation.
The
No.
first one isn't the M is not a name. It's not a first name. It's a thing. That's something else.
Mr. Kennedy. Yes. I knew I fucking knew it. Kennedy. I need to hear it now.
Turn up the trouble.
Yes, I knew it was. That pisses me off because I knew it. The treble was the immediate. That was like because this whole thing was like microphones, all this shit.
Yeah.
So I remember that. That was another time. That wasn't a great time.
That's a guy who is so
Chris
lucky.
Masters, Carlito. Yeah.
He has like a good voice. They were like, "Oh, you're good. You are of good size, and you have a voice." And then after that, not for me.
I don't understand honestly what happened. I remember he was. Seems like no one was charismatic at that. They were pushing wall resistance for God's sakes, and this was just a guy that was like finally someone who was like actually entertaining to listen to. It's been a long time. They were pushing MVP a lot of this time, and his whole gimmick felt very fake. And he dressed like a Power Ranger. Like I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I like MVP now, but the whole presentation not for me. And I don't remember him being like terrible in the ring. And I remember the times that he like fucked up. He like gave Randy Orton a bad backdrop or whatever, and then he got fired. But
it was
I don't know.
it was like politics because he seems like the most WWE guy possible. But
yeah, it was such a meteoric downfall. It was wild.
yeah. The Andrew Heelan in the chat is asking if you could sing
Andrew?
Shannon Moore's song. Do you know it enough to
Oh
sing
my
it?
god, no, I don't. If you give me a tune, maybe I was trying to think of. Oh,
It's called
which
Killing Me?
Killing Me?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it. Give me someone in the chat. Give me one more to sing on my way out.
Yeah, okay. Let's find you one more. Let's see. What's one more? Hold on. Seeing a good one.
I was thinking of Matt. Oh, speaking of version 1.
Matt Hardy, you know that one?
I need to hear the first word. I know it.
All right, hold on. I'll get it.
Yeah, just say the first. Just say the first
All right,
line. I
here
got
we
it.
go. This is all right. This is from I got most of these from genius.com. This one, the first thing was from an Angel Fire site. This is good. A good sign. And the name of the page is Ron's WWE site.
Wow, Ron.
Yeah,
Ron.
thanks, Ron.
Ron's got big things going on. He's got a WWE site, so actually things are going great.
Ron's doing fine. All right. So here's how this song starts. Oh yeah.
Okay. No, it's oh yeah. I mean, I can slam a tornado.
Yes.
I can dry up a sea. Yeah. When I live for the moment, there ain't no something in me.
There ain't no one greater than me.
I remember, yeah, slap a tornado. What the fuck does that mean?
That's the only one I know. That's the only part I know. And then it says, you'll never find your pleasure if you worried about your pain. And your precious little details are stretching out my brain. Well, you spin around and bite your nails. Now let me tell you, son, that you can't trust anybody if you can't trust number one. All
wow.
Right.
How about that?
words to live by, I suppose. And that's it. Casey, thank you so much for doing this.
Scotland.
Everybody in the chat, you check out, you follow Casey, and you follow I Love You But Your Music Sucks, and listen to it. It's great. It's hilarious. And when you follow Casey, he might be coming to your town. Go watch him live. He's one of the funniest people on the planet. In a world where comedians are two different kinds of terrible, Casey is somehow great and funny. So, yes, thank you so much, Casey.
I love you, Scotland. Thank you. This was so
too.
fun. I hope I didn't talk too much, and I hope you'll be back in it. I'll see you later. Thanks, brother.
All right. Good night, Casey, and
Good
we'll be
night.
right back.
Is it stopped?
No, not yet. Now it is.
Really working on the Patriot. Top of the move to the back. Patriot trying to hang on to the ropes. Coco right there. Jumping up and down on it.
Coco Ware, I guess, as fired up and going as we have ever seen him. With the Patriot. He drives him down into the mat.
And there you go. Goddamn. Thank you, Casey James Salengo. Back to our program. We are going over our time.
Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Hey, you're seeing Mark Normand next month. I started with Mark Normand in New Orleans. We were both doing stand-up at the same time. And it's
Kenny Kid here
fun
from
to
Mega
watch his
Championship
rise because he
Wrestling,
works hard.
MCW, breaking down.
All right, now this... Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. This was sent in by Dr. Liam, Crimson Mask Replica on Instagram, one of the best follows you can ever make. I put out the call. I said, look, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a soda flight of fancy. And no pressure, but if you find something, send it on in. So here's one of the many things that Dr. Liam has sent in.
Barriers 5 is only a few weeks away, May 16th. I already talked to amazing Nate Matson. Now he has challenged Soda Pop Johnson for the Mega Championship.
Johnson,
he has
folks.
already signed the contract. Soda Pop, are you going to sign the contract?
How do you get a contract made up so fast? That's insane. Sign the championship committee. Is that Duke? Is that Duke?
That's
Now I gotta figure out
That's
what's
a Davenport. It's a Dish. It's the Mad Dog Manson. Where they at? Woo!
Signing the contract, yeah. I ain't signing nothing. I ain't signing nothing, Nate. You want this? You challenge me in the ring? After my victory, after the greatest fight I've ever been in, you challenge me? I do not accept your challenge.
Oh, Soda Pop.
I do not accept. I'm the champ. You're undefeated. I've been undefeated for 1,000 years. That's a world record. Can you believe that? 1,000 years?
You said you'd see him next month, though.
Yeah, I'll see him next month. I'll see him when he's curtain jerking. And I'm main eventing. Because I'm the champ. And I got something you can jerk too, Nate.
Whoa.
My back, because when you do that belt really hurt.
Soda jerk.
All business, baby. Yeah.
All right, well, there you go. That's Soda Pop Johnson. Findy, Andy Warhol's on the potluck. And Vicki Lawrence. And there he is, Sergeant Slaughter.
Orange Crush presents the Powers of Pain, the Warlord and the Barbarian, with a combined weight of 621 pounds.
All right, I gotta figure out. I'm cutting something, folks. I'm cutting a match. It's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. Sure, it's the longest day of the year, but does this have to be the longest show of the year? It might be. Actually, I think I'm gonna skip this. All right. You want to watch WCW, you go to Not That Tom Green. You watch WCW Deep Cuts on Tuesday. I'm putting that match on the wheel, the great potluck wheel. I got something I got to talk about. I said I was going to talk about soda. I have a soda confession to make, folks. I know this is highly irregular, and we'll get right back to the show. I just have to tell this brief soda story. Look, I drink soda on this show every week. Some people, it's their favorite part of the show when I have these two sodas go head to head. And, you know I love my Mountain Dew. I would drink Mountain Dew all the time. All the flavors. I enjoy nearly all of them except for that weird purple one. And I often dream about the Major Melon. That was so good. But, confession time. I have recently fallen in love with a competitor. I just took Mellow Yello out of my head. I never thought about Mellow Yello. When I would see Mellow Yello on the Coca-Cola freestyle machine, my mind would say, "What is that? High C? I don't need it." And then one day, a couple weeks ago, I said, "Wait, does Mellow Yello have caffeine?" Of course it does. It's a Mountain Dew competitor. And that's when it hit me. I gotta start drinking Mellow Yello. And folks, I went to my local Wendy's, that's right. I went to my local Wendy's, and I had a peach on their freestyle machine. I made a peach Mellow Yello that changed my life. Andrew Heelan said Peach Mellow Yello is the worst option on the Coca-Cola freestyle machine. My God, it is great. It changed my life, I'm telling you. There's also a strawberry that's good. But here's the thing you have to do when you make these freestyle flavors. You can't go full flavor. You gotta do this much Mellow Yello and then that much Peach Mellow Yello. And it's great. I'm telling you. I'm a Mellow Yello man now. And with that confession, back to the show. Jerry Reiner, I hope you catch the rest on YouTube.
Big thirst, many professionals reach for the smooth taste of Mellow Yello.
Woo, baby! Mellow Yellow, the taste!
A worse Coca-Cola freestyle flavor would be something that doesn't have caffeine.
And all the facts on your favorite NWA wrestlers. Ric Flair.
It would be caffeine-free Coke.
And even my pretty face. Head to your favorite store and collect all
pineapple.
12. Woo! Take it from Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. Make the Mellow Yellow move.
All right, here we go. This is something... follow me on Instagram, folks. This is something I posted on Instagram. I posted a little TV guide promo picture from this show called Search for Tomorrow. That was Hulk Hogan on it. And you know this show. We don't like Hulk Hogan here. We clown on him. So let's clown on him for about 2 minutes as Hulk Hogan appears on NBC's Search for Tomorrow. Take it away, gang.
Does anybody in here know where the arena is around town?
It's down on 34th Street. It's 2 blocks.
Anybody know
over
where the
and about
arena
4
is?
Can't miss it, huh? All right.
All right.
Great. Whoa, brother. Oh, thank you very much, brother, but no poison for the body. This will shrink you up, you know. Thank you anyway.
No poison for the body. This will shrink you up.
Hulk
Hogan, aren't you?
Wow, please, yes, ma'am.
I
Please
can
sit
sit
down.
down? Great.
Anything you want me to do.
I'm Wendy
Sure.
Carter.
Hi, Wendy.
You don't mind, my friend Quinn and I will actually work together. Can we talk to you about something for a minute?
Sure, you and your friend Flynn can talk as long as you want.
Yeah, Mr. Hogan.
How you doing?
Mr. Hulk.
How you doing?
What a coincidence. My brother's name is Hogan, too. Is that something?
Yeah, well,
Small
doesn't
world.
look like a Hogan, but close enough. Height size, maybe.
Well.
Yeah. Hogan goes to a bar, is offended that you're trying to give him a
I read in the
drink.
paper the other day that you were coming to Henderson for that match with the Magnificent Morocco, and I watch you on TV every week. You're fabulous. You're the champ. And,
Thank you very much.
And I was just wondering, you know, you have a lot of friends here, a lot of fans.
Well, this is weird.
I was wondering if we could maybe have a little proposition. You know, it'd really help me out, and it'd really help Wendy out too.
Well, it's nice to not have a lot of friends here, and if I can help Wendy out, I would sure be interested in a proposition.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
This is a weekly soap opera, I believe. Whoa, good theme. Wow, I don't know. I didn't know we're gonna get 30 seconds of the Search for Tomorrow theme. I don't know if it's improvised. It might just be that they forgot their lines. I know I've watched Dark Shadows, the 60s and 70s spooky soap opera, and they often forget their lines. I hope they found tomorrow. And I believe this is our second to last match. I did have to cut a match. It was a Today in History match, but...
This is David McLean of G.L.O.W Productions. I know you people sponsor a lot of soap operas, and I thought you might be interested in a new one. I've come up with a gripping story of life and love in the squared circle, featuring the Glow Girls. It's gotta be a smash. What's it called? The Young and the Wrestlers.
Yeah, I'm a Dark Shadows mark, man. Back to the music. We got a lot of music on this show. This show's all about music and soda. And I believe the title I'm gonna go with is You Stepped on My Gravy. There's my favorite right there. If you know me, you know that I love when promoters make all the wrestlers sing. And that's true. I really love it, and they should all do it. Every promoter should make the guys sing.
Welcome to G.L.O.W. Gorgeous ladies.
All right. It's time to watch more G.L.O.W. We watched Titans del Ring and G.L.O.W. We're going back.
First from Samoa, Little Fiji.
From Samoa, Little Fiji. Wouldn't she be from Fiji? Yeah, I'll pitch that to House of Glory. So, Lil Fiji and Lil Egypt. Now, this is a casino floor. That's a casino. You can't trick me. That's a casino. These are people that gotta stop gambling for a bit.
I'm Little Egypt, the desert flower. I'll dance for you and show my power. 'Cause in the ring I'm full of fight. I'm hotter than an Arabian night.
Good rap from Little Egypt. One of my favorite rappers. Little Egypt followed you on Twitter? How's she doing?
Their opponent today at a combined weight of 258 pounds from Newark, New Jersey, Arlene and Phyllis, the Housewives.
The Housewives, Arlene and Phyllis, one of my favorite tag teams in the history of professional wrestling. Egyptian Lover, hell yeah. Now we're talking. From Cairo, Georgia. Arlene and Phyllis, the Housewives.
Shirley over there. She's perfect for you. Very little facial hair. Aggravation's taken 20 years off my life, and my husband Bernie left me for a younger wife.
They came in from
All right.
New Jersey.
Our second to last match. We're going over. Is this going to be the longest show of the year? I have avoided it. Our longest show is 2 hours and 50 minutes, almost 3 hours. I don't want it to be that long, but you never know. We have 2 matches to go. I have cut things.
Phyllis is backing up Frank Diamante. Oh, she's spraying the ring. She's disinfecting
Yeah, that's the best. They're also that punk rock team. They're doing double duty like they're the Texas Hangman or something.
I am not a stupid animal. I'm not. I know that that's not her real eye. Okay, I know that. Now, yeah, she's very much not a peacock. Not a very pretty girl. Not like a peacock. Too much makeup.
Did you hear that? Too much makeup. What's on your face, Skeleton Arlene?
Interesting ref gear.
Phyllis on the inside. He can't get up.
Phyllis getting stomped by Little Egypt.
Phyllis and Arlene, the housewives, they say they represent all the American housewives across the nation, East Coast, West Coast, and they're here to fight and stand up for their rights. Well, I'll tell you this,
They sound like baby faces to me.
in here that I'm too cheap to give them a plane ticket. Well, let me tell you something. I gave them a plane ticket once, and they
Oh my God! Shot with the mop.
They're cranky. They're on-right vicious. Get that thing out of here. They verbally insult the stewardesses, and now look at them taking a mop. Taking a mop and putting it in the face a little.
Mop in the mouth.
Where that mop stands. Out of here, please. That's better. You get out of the ring. You get out of the ring. Watching the matches today with me.
Happy birthday to John Goodman.
Mrs. Stallone here at ringside.
Yeah, where is referee Vinny Lax? We need his expertise. The official of Pro Wrestling Potluck. She's got a frying pan.
Mrs. Stallone's in town, negotiating a contract for Colonel Manitska to wrestle her girl, Americana.
I'm gonna cut you out if you don't put that out there, I'm telling you. I do too.
This ref is letting a lot slide. They need to bring this housewife gimmick back. Little Egypt getting whooped. Little Fiji also about to get whooped. Plunger! There's toilet paper on that plunger, folks!
They brought everything in here except the kitchen sink. They got a scrub brush now. Little Fiji.
Oh man, that would be the perfect NXT gimmick. They would cross paths with Julia eventually.
Being thrown down. The housewives. The favorite of Steve Kane in Miami. He wants them on his talk show. I don't think they're
Mop water.
bust it down to Miami, Florida. Steve, you might have to make arrangements to fly him in.
Talk about facts, you're right. Oh my god, this referee. DQ, that's what it took. It took him getting a wet dick. He let a lot stand until he had mop water on his pants.
Some irate fan out of the front row is yelling. You guys disqualified.
Yes, to the person who has never seen this show that asked me if I rate matches that we watch on the show, I will give this match 3.5 tracksuits. Wet dick. That's the episode name. The referee's wet dick. Jeez.
That's a fan here from the audience. He's had a little too much.
So she's supposed to be a fan that has jumped in and...
This is a lady that's had a little too much here.
Oh my God.
Hold on. You know Mrs. Stallone?
Mrs. Stallone? What is going on? I love Mrs. Stallone's head thing. Yeah, a drunk fan is a phenomenal gimmick.
Mrs. Stallone, this lady you have to take out of here, Mrs. Stallone.
Mrs. Stallone. Is that really Sly and Frank's mom? I can see it.
Hey,
Jackie Stallone managed the babyface. That's a shoot. My God.
A little too much. The winners of that match was Little Egypt and Little Fiji. We'll be back in a moment with more of G.L.O.W, gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Wow. Fans, she's had a little too much to drink.
Waitress.
Spanish kitchen?
I'll have the lover salad.
The lover's salad.
Yeah, let us alone.
Today, wrestling fans, we're talking with U.S. Heavyweight Wrestling Champion Dusty Rhodes.
The American Dream and his new thirst-quenching partner, Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow, Dusty?
Yeah, baby, you know Mellow Yellow's got that fine citrus taste. And ooh, it'll beat that Mountain Dew every time in that taste test match.
There you have it. The new tag team champions, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and great-tasting Mellow Yellow.
Woo, the winning taste. And the winning taste.
Winning taste and the winning face. Make the Mellow Yellow move. Hey, I have.
Which one do I really want? Mellow Yellow or Mountain Dew? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
My boyhood hero.
2 potato, 3 potato, 4. Paper, rock, scissors. Why use all that mathematical, analytical analysis? I'll just pick the one I like the best. Make the Mellow Yellow move. Know what I mean?
Ernest does rule. Now here's another clip sent in by Dr. Liam for tonight's Flight of Fancy.
What's poppin'? It's the Carbonation Sensation Soda Pop. Your dog pound world.
Soda Pop, the Carbonation Sensation.
And your TSW Junior Heavyweight Champion. And you're watching Bells and Bells.
All right.
Hey, Vern, I am going to conduct yet another official Ernest P. Worrell taste test. In one of these cups, Vern, is Mellow Yellow. In the other, Mountain Dew. Okay, here goes. Smooth. Yeah, no doubt about it, Vern. This is my favorite. Yeah, it's Mellow Yellow.
In the future, everything will be simple. With just a look and a thought, anything can be yours. Looking further. Deeper. Longer. Into the buzz.
Back to last year, can Kid do the unthinkable and walk away with the GHC Heavyweight Championship and go back to New Japan today?
If he does so, he'll hold the GHC Heavyweight belt alongside the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Openweight Championship belt, which he won on May the 11th out in California, defeating Eddie Kingston. The War Dogs, Kid and Finlay, launched another brutal attack on Kiyomiya yesterday at the All Together show. All Rebellion bearing the brunt of the Bullet Club War Dogs onslaught.
All right, here we go. This is our main event, straight out of the Buzz Bin. Once again, thanks to Elliot, ATL Bloodfeast, for hooking me up with this one.
He's a madman, you know.
I saw some clips of this, and I was like, what do you think? This is our main event from Pro Wrestling Noah, the challenger on loan from New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's Gabe Kidd.
So many foul-mouthed rants, but how often do we see him back it up in and often outside of the ring as well?
He's got the skills to beat it.
There is, we've watched a couple earnest wrestling segments in the very early days of this show. I believe it might even be on YouTube. Maybe that's one of those things I should pull and pull clips from and put on YouTube on its own. Because I'm starting to do that. I'm putting clips on YouTube of old stuff. Check it out. Follow me on YouTube. Old shows go there, but I'm also trying to put up clips from the past few months, but hell, even the past few years. But now, here's the champion, the GHC, Kaito Kiyomiya, who we've watched on this show before. I think this might be Gabe Kidd's first Pro Wrestling Potluck appearance, but this is not Kiyomiya's.
And then Gabe Kidd stole it altogether, showed the Nippon Budokan.
Made off with it.
That's right.
Kidd's cowardly attack from behind.
That's a sad deal, man, Alex Coughlin. I had just seen some of him, and he looked great. He sounded great, and then unfortunately he had to retire with his neck issues. That's a damn shame.
Forgive the way Gabe has gone about this. The reigning and defending GHC heavyweight champion, making his first title defense here today, Kaito Kiyomiya.
Kaito Kiyomiya. Now, Pro Wrestling Noah is going to have Marufuji versus AJ Styles on July 13th. That seems like something we'll be watching the following Thursday on this show. Just a prediction. I missed that match.
Gabe had some respect for the belt there.
Yes. We've seen him speak about Misawa and Kobashi as well in recent interviews. He knows the value of the title. Can he win it outright today?
Yeah, from what I've seen of Gabe Kidd, he rules. He brings it.
Altogether show. The ref had to stop it because Alejandro was getting brutalized by Gabe with multiple tombstones. And it was a bloody affair again, Mark.
Yeah, we could see the same here. Stu, how long is
All right, as established on this show, usually when we watch something from a foreign land, we like to hear the foreign commentary. But Pro Wrestling Noah, they have this great Scottish announce team that I support.
He followed up with a headbutt, actually multiple headbutts, and again.
So Marufuji and AJ Styles is the same night as Io and Tommy Hayashishita and Julia versus Sari. My God, what about the potluck the next Thursday is just going to be all buzz. It's going to be 120 minutes, baby. Unless I somehow can squeeze a Buzzbin show out. Those are becoming rare. Wow. Nice high-flipping drop kick from Kiyomiya.
Kaito Kiyomiya pops over the top rope with a plancha on to the challenger.
This is our main event tonight. We are going over. We are already, you know, I try to keep this show 2 hours. That's kind of gone out the window in 2024. I care less and less about keeping it under 2 hours or at 2 hours. Right now, we're at 2 hours and 16 minutes. And I'm fine with that. YouTube people, are you fine with that? Let me know in the comments, YouTube people. Do you care how long the show is? Obviously, I'm not going to do a 6-hour show or anything like that. But, you know, if it goes up to almost to 3 hours, is that so wrong? Especially on YouTube. You're not watching in one sitting if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Mark. I was
Gabe Kidd has that Guy Ritchie film energy.
He is a madman.
He is. He has no boundaries. No scruples.
I haven't seen a Guy Ritchie film in a long time. Oof.
So absolutely dangerous.
Summer buzzing. Yeah, it's the summer of buzz. It is the summer of buzz, folks.
First title defense.
Which reminds me of something I gotta write a note to myself.
By a New Japan Pro Wrestler in his first defense in Noah's main event yet.
Ken Old won't sleep for weeks.
This is getting ugly in a hurry still.
Oh yeah, I already dragged him out into the audience. Kiyomiya has no
yeah, the Guy Ritchie films Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, and that's all. That's all for me. That's all I've seen. Those two that are good. That were, or at least were good in 2003 or whenever I was in college.
Looking very worried there. He's making sure that the audience are not in their seats. He's got them all standing up.
Kiyomiya having some time to think in the spotlight. Gabe Kidd going for a walk, jaw-jacking with these fans, eating up time. Kiyomiya able to get up, give him an uppercut.
Too much time, Kid. Gesturing to the fans.
Sea of chairs. Yeah, Guy Ritchie did the movie with Madonna. I think he also did Sherlock Holmes. Guy Ritchie did the live-action Aladdin. Oh my God, I have a story about that. I've never seen it, but I had neighbors that one day were watching that movie at 2 a.m. As loud as can be that I might as well have seen it. And I banged on the wall like I was a cop. They were shaking. It was Will Smith's singing voice shaking my walls at 2:30 in the morning. I can't be nice at that point.
His first reign was that monstrous one when he was
now I am the bad neighbor. That's how you want to be. You don't want to live next door to a bad neighbor. You want to be the bad neighbor. These two still haven't made their way into the ring. They've been all around the arena amongst the fans, diving in chairs.
To win it from Ken O in September of 2022, making 4 successful defenses.
Yeah, look, when I bang on the wall, seconds later, Will Smith's singing voice ceased to be.
A fantastic GHC heavyweight champion from Mexico. So that just shows that the caliber of Kaito Kiyomiya.
Absolutely.
This is on an entirely different subject, but I talked about this the other day. I mentioned this to Sarah. A Whole New World, that song, the original, the cartoon Whole New World. The creepiest part in that song, chair to the face, the creepiest part of A Whole New World is when Aladdin goes, "Don't you dare close your eyes." Ooh, I hate it. And now, I will focus on the match. No more Aladdin talk. No more Aladdin talk.
Mentally and physically, possibly the best shape we've seen him.
You stepped on my gravy.
And athletically ever.
He's exactly where he needs to be. This is the best version we've seen of Kaito Kiyomiya.
Kiyomiya taking it too, Gabe, but is it enough? Wow. The ring post. That's like the knee. It's like a knee to the head.
Highly precarious position. As you know, Gabe Kidd is not done there.
He's struggling, but he looks like he might have been knocked out there, and he's just coming to. The Gabe Kidd is going to bite into the head, I would imagine. First of all, no.
Rips off the medical tape.
Headbutt time.
The headbutts are in, and there's already blood pouring down the face of Kaito Kiyomiya.
Clubbing blow, Kiyomiya down. Gabe Kidd once again wasting time talking to the fans.
Actually pouring.
If this is starting to happen with every contest he's having, this could be something he has to live with for the rest of his career almost.
Yeah, once you start opening and reopening scar tissue.
Exactly. How many times do you see that in boxing and mixed martial arts?
It plagues you for the rest of your career. And other challengers know that and target it.
Kiyomiya. You can't have blonde hair like that in pro wrestling and not be bloody nearly every main event you're in. That's just the way. That's pro wrestling. Go wake up Jerry Reiner. He'll tell you.
That's been a regular occurrence.
Kiyomiya tossed to the outside.
Tossed over the top rope onto the outside. Crashes into the guardrail in front.
Wow. Blood is flowing on the champion's face. Gabe Kidd going outside to meet him.
Kiyomiya some of his skills and moveset. Huge slap to the jaw. Stumbles him back, runs in with a boot.
This is a great showcase for Gabe Kidd, who I have seen, you know, very little of. I am so far behind on my New Japan watching, let's say. This is a great... He's in a Noah main event. It's so cool. The G-Man.
Back to that. There's a history between the two of them.
Yeah.
Ooh, G-Man wearing his nicest Roddy jacket.
No. Our G-Man does not need to be blindsided and attacked. And the crowd are like, what the hell?
I understand these two have in-ring history in a former life.
Oh, Brainbuster! G-Man takes the full
G-Man. Somebody fill me in on G-Man. What's up with him?
Massive boos ringing out. Yokohama Buntai. Kiyomiya steps back in, gets run into the apron.
What's up with G-Man? Who knows what the scoop on G-Man? Look at these headbutts! Kaito Kiyomiya's a mess.
Some English on Englishman violence there. Gabe Kidd on G-Man.
Yep.
No love lost between those two.
No.
These two Scots, they love to see English on English violence.
G-Man is completely wiped out there, Mark.
G-Man, poor G-Man. Someone check on G-Man. Oh yeah, there's Muto.
I mean,
don't put yourself in the firing line, Stu.
No, I don't. Yeah, you're right.
Gabe Kidd looking great in this main event. Pro Wrestling Noah's main event and Pro Wrestling Potluck's main event. Clips.
Kiyomiya says no.
That's the same thing with me. Even when I paid for Wrestle Universe, when I watched Noah, it would be on this show. I rarely, very rarely, if ever, watched it on my own. I would, stuff that people raved about or stuff that looked like it would be something we liked, I would watch that on the show.
Where's your two? Lapping it up. Where's your spirit?
My God.
Goes in the favor of Kidd. He's come here alone.
They've done a good job in the little that I've kept up with Noah. They've done a good job of building up Kiyomiya to this point.
10 minutes into this main event, Gabe Kidd
G-Man is Simon Gately, ring announcer from England. Okay.
Bang! Big shot from Kiyomiya. Stumbles him over. Draped over the second rope. Could have an opportunity here, Kaito Kiyomiya, if he has his wits about
That's
him.
what Gabe Kidd wanted.
No.
Ooh.
We're in Gabe
It's one of them New Japan forearms.
That's what he's all about, setting traps.
Learned from Shibata.
Bulldogs.
Gets in the mind of his opponents.
Big chop on the champ.
Physicality, intensity, and spades.
So G-Man was a former wrestler. That explains why he would take a brainbuster on the floor. I should hope he's a wrestler.
His eyes are rolling in the back of his head.
They could have just said, he's had too much to drink.
Huge shot from Kidd.
Where's your token out, bitch?
Whoa. Gabe Kidd calling him a bitch. Who is he? Any Asian person booked by Tony Khan?
Ringing each other's bells in the phone booth. Toe to toe here. Champion and challenger. New Japan versus Pro Wrestling Noah. Kiyomiya upping the pace and the ante.
Kiyomiya lighting up. Gabe Kidd beating him. Hammering him down like he's a nail.
chance of Kaito here at Yokohama Buntai. But what on earth does he have to do to stop somebody like Gabe Kidd?
And here comes the biting.
There's the bite.
Isn't that just like an Englishman?
Vicious bite from the War Dog.
Clubbing
Ooh.
lariats, front and back from Kidd.
Short range, yeah, back and forward.
Kiyomiya getting beat up, man.
You ain't got spirit.
Drop kick coming
High
down
flipping
there.
drop kick. He said, "You ain't got spirit."
Just a response.
There is a lot of biting in this episode. This episode was about three things: soda, music, and biting.
He's going to move in for that cover. He's going to look for the pinfall.
And you stepped in my gravy, which is gonna be the title. I didn't write down too much.
To get back up to a vertical base.
I wrote down a really long one. Oh, Brian said El Capitan y Tenil, but we'll see. Ooh, Kiyomiya.
Kid gets right back up. Takes
Back
a
elbow.
smash.
Another great drop kick. Tip up. Fired up. Needs to stay on Gabe Kidd, though.
Moving in for the kill here now. Shot raining down from above, but Gabe Kidd.
Trying to do one of them 10 punches. Oh, wow. Stopped the... Nice. I've never seen that. Gabe Kidd was going for a walking power bomb. Get stopped, excuse me. Oh. Sip of water.
Kiyomiya could prevail. It feels like there'd be some finality to this rivalry then, perhaps. He can banish Gabe Kidd from the arc after conquering him in his first defense.
Now, I skipped the video package. They did have a video package before this I would have liked to have watched, but it's already, we're already over time, and this is a main event length match. What's the story behind this? Did they have some interaction at the All Together Now show? Is this going back to when Kiyomiya was in the G1 as a visitor last year?
Make it out for now. Took up the arms, but Gabe Kidd stops that one. To the back door.
Kiyomiya on his feet. Ooh. Nice way to get out of a waist lock.
He's an absolute madman, but he gets the Frankenstein
Snatched up with the poison rod. A great sell, standing up and falling down. Ah, I see. The War Dogs attacked Kiyomiya.
Incredibly, Gabe Kidd is still moving. 15 minutes in.
That's one stubborn young man from England.
Yeah, he's got a different level of madness.
Different level of
It's a level
madness.
of madness that Kaito Kiyomiya hasn't faced in his career so far. Even all those tough days in the gym when he was a rookie.
Different level of madness could be a good title. Uh-oh. Looking for a tiger suplex on the ring apron. Gabe Kidd trying to hold on to the ropes with his teeth. Never do that. It's bad for your teeth.
If Kiyomiya decides to look for the attack on the apron, there's a pump
Gabe
kick.
Kidd, you got great teeth. Don't ruin them, son.
He could find his way to victory.
Kiyomiya catches
European
uppercut.
Drop kick to the back, sends him into the corner post. He's got the arms hooked up.
There's that tiger.
Tiger suplex onto the apron.
Tiger suplex onto the apron. I thought he was going to do it off the apron
Yep.
there, the Inferno version.
Just folded Kidd in half.
You stepped on my gravy.
Talk about digging deep. He really has to pull that inner warrior out here tonight. If the GHC belt goes to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
You stepped on my gravy.
It's Kid who's got a crimson mask as well now.
Not you stepped in my gravy. You stepped on my gravy.
Brings it back into the ring. Champion rolls him over. Looking for the cover. The legs hooked up. Two,
and now the blood is flowing. Oh, it is flowing on the face of Gabe Kidd, the challenger. His eyes are red.
In just a matter of seconds. That is a disturbing image there.
It is, if you've ever seen one. Nightmares unfolding.
Wow, he's
here
really,
in the main
it's
event.
really flowing.
That's what he is. He's the Nottinghamshire Nightmare. Gabe Kidd. He's given Kaito Kiyomiya plenty of nightmares in this rivalry.
Ooh. Oh my God. Now we're cooking. My God.
Gabe Kidd is successful here today. This will haunt Kaito Kiyomiya forever.
Think what it will do for Gabe Kidd's stature in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I've talked about it before. I agree. I love the ring apron design. I love the color choices.
It looks like he doesn't have much left.
Different greens and like an orange or whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I want that design on a button-up shirt, much like this.
As the blood drips from his forehead.
Look at this. Hanging the champion. The champion is hanging.
Kiyomiya went limp. Got him up and down.
Brain Buster. Who is he? The G-Man?
Yep, vertical drop, Brain Buster.
Brain Busters him like he's the damn G-Man.
That was Kidd.
Gabe Kidd he did that last night in
Oh my God! Now why would you pull up your opponent in a championship match such as this?
Looking for that 3 count. 2.
In theory, the biggest match of his career, a main event.
Chance of Kaito for the challenger.
Hubris.
Shakes his head.
It's true. He's not a babyface. He ain't making wise
he won't
choices.
Be beaten that easily. Licks his own blood and smiles.
He likes it.
There's
He
no
likes
such thing
it.
as adversity in the language of Gabe Kidd. It's just him and other people.
Cool Dude Food in the house. Owen Straw, the man who makes the music, the man who grows the microgreens.
Attention, Owen Straw.
Welcome. This is one you got to catch on YouTube. We had a great guest, CASEY James Salengo. You know him well. And a whole bunch of laughs and action.
Bring it. What do you have? He says. Big shots.
Oh my God, folded him over with that German, but he's back up. He gives Gabe one of his own.
And it's a German suplex affair.
Snap Germans all round.
Another one.
My God.
This is with a lariat.
Whoa, lands on his feet somehow, some way.
Shakes his head.
Big lariat.
Oh
2. Dos.
Yeah, the hand nearly came down. Now he's going for that pile driver still.
Whoa, Kiyomiya reversing it.
Gets out the back. Drops him down hard.
Putting a stop to the late momentum of the challenger, Gabe Kidd, on loan from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Kiyomiya is over with these fans. He is their champion. He does hold the GHC title.
Kiyomiya looking powered up now, Mark.
Yeah, he's gesturing his knee with his fists. Gained some energy from somewhere.
This is what we saw coming out of him at Korakuen Hall. We saw it yesterday in Sapporo on the All Together show.
This is what the fans want to see from him.
He now needs to unleash the Kraken here in this singles match for the GHC.
Looking for a tiger suplex, perhaps? Gabe Kidd trying to grab at the referee, then a swift kick to the nutsack of the champion, Kaito Kiyomiya. Everyone is down.
Challenger has bought himself some
Challenger,
time to recuperate
champion,
here.
official.
Kiyomiya writhing in agony. Poor man hasn't even procreated yet.
Shades of Katsuyori Shibata there.
Ah, his trainer, one of his trainers.
Was in one of his mentors this time in LA, New Japan Dojo.
Gabe Kidd still dripping blood. He's struggling though, he's fighting through it.
Oof. Heavy hands of Gabe Kidd.
Yep.
Don't forget about the heavy feet.
You're a bitch, dog. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Dropping F-bombs.
From Gabe Kidd here. Spits blood in the face of the champion.
Jeez.
Flips the bar.
That's woken him up.
Ground and pound now.
Never spit blood in the face of a champion. Ugh.
You've never seen the like from the champion.
I do believe that's the first time we've ever seen that from Kaito Kiyomiya.
Yep.
And it may be the last.
God bless Kiyomiya, but that was like a very wimpy spit. Oof. Kiyomiya's spit was like a nerd spitting in a movie. You're making him spit. Over! Wow! Talk about facts, I'm right there with you. I could do without it. And I feel like in the last 5 years, the amount of spit in wrestling has increased dramatically. I don't get it. Everybody goes to that well, the spitting well.
This is something else, Mark. This is a GHC Heavyweight Championship match, of which the likes I have never seen before.
Yeah, exponentially. The spit, it's every show has someone spitting in someone's face. No, thank you.
Kiyomiya not opting for the pinfall attempt. Drags him up to vertical base. Turns him round. Trying to get some bite on those arms behind his back. Realizes he has to soften him up even more because Gabe Kidd is one tough mofo. Loads him up. He's going to follow him up to the top here. Things are about to get nasty.
Very nasty indeed.
We're now 25 minutes into this main event. The GHC heavyweight strap on the line. The first title defense of Kaito Kiyomiya in his third championship reign.
Going for a tiger, an avalanche tiger suplex on Gabe Kidd. Gabe's fighting it. He knows what's coming. Ah! Oh! That's it. Pin the champion. Make the cover here.
It's got to be it for Kiyomiya.
Wow.
Kicks out.
Kicks out of an avalanche tiger suplex.
Very different indeed.
Locked and loaded. Shades of Fujimoto, modified shining wizard blocked by Gabe Kidd. Hits the leg.
Oh my God.
Slaps the face. Follows up. Fistful of hair. Drags him up. Another one. And another.
Little fist that was from Kidd.
Kiyomiya ducks.
Flying knee.
Hits him with the flying knee. Gabe Kidd is down. The challenger is down. Kiyomiya looks lost.
The champion is on autopilot right now.
Oh man, that's great.
Kid's got the back, looking for the suplex. Comes round to face him. Takes a big elbow. Oh, an even bigger one.
Hit me! Hit me!
Whoa, solid shot there. Dropped
Damn.
to fours. Stumbles into the corner. Looks for the lariat. 1, 2.
Oh, the rebound kick.
1, 2. Can he make it?
2.
Oscar away with a flying modified Shining Wizard from the top. He's added to his arsenal recently.
This is tough stuff. Oh, Shining Wizard right in front of Muto.
Could this be it? Can he put a full stop on the night of the challenge? A modified Shining Wizard! On top, 2! Kirby has done it! He's
Wow. That was it. That's our main event. And still, your GHC heavyweight champion, Kaito Kiyomiya.
He's ever made in all 3 of his championship reigns to date.
There's a lot of relief in Yokohama Buntai right now.
I'm not sure Kiyomiya even knows he won.
Yeah, wake him up. Tell him he's still the champ.
That's the level we're at here today.
Kiyomiya, of course, showed up, looked great. The Gabe Kid, my God, he's a star. He's a star. There's something. There's real star power. Kiyomiya did prove he has heart.
To its rightful owner, the treasure of the Ark stays on board. And still GHC heavyweight champion Kaito Kiyomiya.
And just like that, another potluck is in our rear view. What a show! What a show! Action, laughs, so much soda-related material, musical-related material, and our guest, our wonderful guest, CASEY James Salengo. Follow him on everything. Check out his podcast, I Love You, But Your Music Sucks. It's a fun time. Thanks again to Casey for showing up. It was excellent. And big thanks to everybody sending stuff in all the time, especially Dr. Liam, who came in today and just sent in so much good soda-related stuff, and I love it. And ATL Blood Feast setting me up with the buzz that I needed on this show. So that was it. Thank you, everybody. No guests next week, but I think I'll be taking calls. I want to hear your stories. I'm picking between 2 topics, so follow me on Instagram, and I'll let you know what topic's coming, because I want to hear from you. The people have great stories, and we will talk more about that. Thank you, everybody, and I'm checking the time. We are about 5 minutes short from being the longest potluck this year, and that's a victory. So thanks, everybody. I've been Scotland Green. This has been the Pro Wrestling Potluck. Good night!